Hello.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back
to another episode.
Ooh, the time is now.
Episode 17 of The Time
Oh
Is
my
Now.
goodness. Oh my goodness. We only have a few more.
Oh my goodness. We are almost at a few more. You guys.
Your host
The
is...
Time Is Now with your hosts, Rukama and Batia Goldston. Hope you've been enjoying us thus far.
I hope you've been sharing us with your friends and family. And if not, take the opportunity to do it when you have an opportunity.
All right. So our topic for today is...
You will discover as we go along.
As we go along, because we don't have a topic. So this is a free chat.
Yeah.
Spare and change. All right. So we're going to pull cards and then we'll go from there. You go first.
What do you recommend I let go of, if anything?
I feel like we had this before.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's get another one then.
Even though we could have still answered it because it's always new stuff, but no, get another one.
That's true. You want to answer?
I don't.
If you all haven't
I
had
don't want
that,
to answer it.
if you haven't had that question, go ahead and play with that one, and we're going to pull another one. A wild card. Write down a goal for this year. Fold and exchange. Hold each other accountable. Both players.
That's nice. That's cool.
Let me grab some pen and paper. Oh wait,
Yeah.
You want to do yours first?
Well, I guess we can do that one and then we can move on to this one.
Okay. That was appropriate. All right. Write down a goal and hold each other accountable.
Let me see a pen. A goal for the rest of the year, like?
For this year.
For some reason, I just glitched out and I forgot how to write. I'm trying to see what direction do I start from.
That's because you write Hebrew and English, right? And need the language. Wow.
Right? Goals, where are those?
All right.
All right.
I think this is wonderful because we already do our annual letters.
Yeah. So every year we write letters. Every year we write letters, huh?
I didn't read yours.
Letters at the beginning of the year and not letters, but like more like bullet points of just everything that we can imagine that we want in the next year, and then we come together in the following year on like the New Year's or whatever, and then we scratch off the things that we did. And it's so interesting. It's always fun and interesting to see like what last year, like what the version of you that you were last year was interested in and what was important to you and how many things really come into fruition and you never thought about it again. Never, like, you wrote it on the paper, but you didn't really think about it, or like, I need to do this, and it just naturally sort of happened.
And you don't even know, you don't even have a clue really after you write it.
Yeah.
Maybe for the first week you know what's on it, but you open up the letter every year in such amazement, such surprise. Because I was just sitting here thinking, oh, I wonder did I write that goal down in that process. Such a wonderful thing to do. Basically, you do it at the end of the year, the calendar year. You close it out in December, and then we end up on
the 20th of January every time.
Every year,
17th, 20th.
You're supposed to write it on the
but
first.
We try.
We do it. because we're not trying, because trying is not, because
right,
we get it done.
We do get it done, but it's always so interesting to see, like, and then I keep, like, the ones from my previous years, so sometimes, like, if I'm going through my room, if I'm cleaning up or whatever, I'll come across a letter from so long ago, and I'm like, whoa, like, where was I? It's so interesting, because you can kind of see what was important to you, and it's a long list. It's like, I write at least 60, 70, like, I'm just writing down anything I can think of.
Because the goal is to be as advanced as you would like to be, and to really, really go in as much as you can.
Yeah.
Things that feel impossible.
Yeah.
So we sharing it right now. We told y'all this is a random one. So this is, we sharing this because maybe that's a tip you can pick up.
Yeah. And so I also have a wild card, and mine says, write a song about your partner, 30 seconds, and then sing it out loud, get into it, both players. So I'll write a song about you, and you write a song about me, and now we can look right here.
Okay.
For 30 seconds.
All right.
I guess we could do a timer. That would make more sense, but...
Yeah, let's do a timer.
Yeah. Because we would just keep writing.
You know, pen and paper, and you and I.
Pen and paper, tale as old as time. Rivers and shores of my mind come up for air.
Oh, wow. Where'd that come from?
I wrote that a while ago.
Really?
I don't know why. I was going through, y'all, okay, since this is just random, we just talking, I just go through, sometimes I go through, like, journals or stuff that I wrote, and I didn't really write in journals really until, like, the past, like, 4 years for real, that I kept them. So it'll be, like, a random page or a random entry. It's so fun, like, going back and reading them. Same thing with, like, the New Year's thing, because it's like, oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't know how to do 30 seconds. Mine's set on minutes. See the beauty? See the beauty of having a daughter? And she laughing at me like, why don't you know that?
She was on alarms. All right, 30 seconds. Let's see. All right, ready, set, and go. Ain't no way 30 seconds haven't passed. Girl, it's over. It's over.
I'm going to hear it. Okay.
Literally, I don't know. It didn't go off. But I saw it was 17 seconds and
all right.
It's never went off. So we in the same boat. We in the same boat. My bad. This is why you don't post up.
All right.
All right.
You start.
I go first?
Yeah.
Rukama, I really love Rukama. She makes me happy and she makes me smile. I'm glad I got to be her child. I love you so. I love you more.
All right. So we had already got one of our viewers had told my Abba that we don't sing good. We should stop singing on the show.
Man.
So we just like to let you know that we pray that in life, if you hear us again, that you have an opportunity to go ahead and sing, because we all have voices and we just sing. And if you don't enjoy it, that's okay. Sing so we can enjoy you. All right.
Hey.
But yeah, you are beautiful, full of life and joy, such a joy to be in partnership with. Thank you, oh thank you for the good, bad, ugly, and indifference. Thank you, I love you forever.
Hey, oh my God.
That's a hit.
This is a hit.
We're going to put this together.
Yeah.
We might come up with a rap with it or spoken word. Leave that. We're going to do something.
We're going to marinate on that one, just for further reference. But that was good.
So if you get an opportunity
to
do this activity, yeah, have a little fun, lighten up. Remember to dance like no one is watching. Sing like the birds are singing their tune to you. And remember to laugh and have fun all the time. Not just sometimes. Life is about being infinitely, expansively joyful and having a good time.
Hey,
all right.
I will second that.
So.
All right.
We're just going to have a conversation.
All right.
How was your morning?
How was my morning? All right, y'all. So, to speak about my morning, I must talk about last night. Oh my God. YDP production and Sahia Ditsatia Pala Gamli on the stage. I love the show. It was a beautiful show. We had a lovely, lovely, lovely show. I had a great time. I'm always inspired to see like people in our age group and just in general, people that I grew up with, but like doing things and especially like passion projects or just anything that's creative. I always want to be there to support. I love it. It just fills me up in a way that is so beautiful. And it gave me like an old school feeling of shows that, we used to watch back in the day, how you would just come out and it would just be something you're like, oh, this is a thing or whatever. So I really enjoyed that. And I stayed out a little later last night. And today I had an infusion. And I was supposed to be in Beersheba, which is like in a adjacent city, at 8 o'clock in the morning to go get my infusion. And my email woke me up at 7:39.
To be exact.
And when you wake up and it's off jump, like you knew you were supposed to be doing something. Like I know I'm off. I looked at my phone. I'm like, oh my God, I'm late. You're late. You're late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. You're late. We're late for a very important date.
Ima, we love you.
We love you. And so I woke up and I got up. I jumped up. I had a dress next to my bed. I threw it on. I brushed my teeth. I called a cab. I already missed the bus. I missed the bus. I was late, but I missed the bus. I ended up getting in the cab, going to the end of the city to the stop. I got on my bus, called the people on the way, told them I would be late. I got there. I got my infusion. It was great. I slept the whole time. I brought me a little cover. I like to bring me a little blanket. And so I just slept the whole time, and it was really cool. Then I came back home, and here we are. Here we are filming this random episode.
All right. What you got for me?
What was the most exciting part of your week this week? Ooh. What did you enjoy this week?
Ooh. I had a magical work week.
Hey.
Like everything just went completely perfect. Have you ever had those moments that like every session went well? Every person is growing. Every person is experiencing something brand new. I don't know if it was because of the Lion Gate portal that opened up and like I really set my intentions for that. But I and them and us was on fire this week. And I would have to say like having on this red dress today was for somebody else who was in need. It was a symbol of renewal and hope.
Yeah.
And I didn't know when I put this dress on. So it was like from the beginning of my week until now, it's just been one testimony of joy and one testimony of service.
Yeah.
And one testimony of how I share myself, how I tap fully into the gifts that I have. And I was at the show last night as well, and I love to see beings in their element, in themselves, watching Shakanya dance and sing and perform, and Litatia and Netzachia and even Malach be the host for the evening, and just looking at all the people around me.
Nisim, we enjoyed you too, Nisim.
I always call him Malak. His Abba is Malak. Yeah. That's so cool. Nisim, we thoroughly enjoyed you. And just seeing Mechai and Shirley, sell the tickets. It was such a evening of unity.
Yeah.
The audience was a mixed crowd. And it was heartfelt. Like being able to sit there with like Asaj, my bestie, and buy a sandwich from Yashamai. It was just the whole experience of what our community represents, and having an evening out. And mind you, I thought I was coming home to study an article.
Yeah.
I got my feet done like I get every week. That's my self-care. And I was like, I'm going straight home because I slept well and I feel so good. I'm going to take this energy. And it was like, it's a show. And one of my personal goals is once a week to go to something community.
Yeah.
So, I thought that was just so in alignment, and I was so happy to be there. But anyway, my week was filled with just one testimony after the next of witnessing people and their growth, experiencing myself, be a part of their growth.
Yeah.
And just, you got to know life is just so filled with so much life and so much abundance. And to hear a young person tell me, I just want to live. I just want to live. And it doesn't matter where I live at. I just want to live because life is about living.
Yeah.
That's just so inspiring. Life is about living. And how often do you allow yourself to really, really live? So that's what I have for that.
That's real.
Yeah. So I'll go for another one with you.
Go ahead.
If you had an opportunity to give from any random place, what would you give and who would you give to?
If I had the opportunity to give anything to anybody.
Anybody, anything. Because, don't limit it to, how you gave the cat a couple of strokes.
Like okay. I was thinking about, I was listening to, and this just came in a time, it's been this whole thing around food in the season for me. But I think what I would want to do is work in a food kitchen or make foods and plates for people that are less fortunate, maybe unhoused, like the homeless people or whatever. I was thinking about that, and I want to go to the States at the end of the year, and I was thinking maybe I could go volunteer at some kind of soup kitchen or something, make foods or plates. I was just thinking like I want to go do that, give food. That's what I want to do.
I can connect you with Paulita. Remember I used to go about, that was one of my
I was about to say I knew it was something that was tangible. I'm like, I really want to do that. I was thinking about that this week, and yesterday I came across I love Ram Dass. I really do.
Thank you, Ram Dass.
Thank you, Ram Dass. Check him out if y'all haven't heard. But it's just, I listened to, he has a lot of really old lessons and lectures and all kind of stuff. And he was doing something at a food bank. And this is from 1979. This is really old, but it was so relevant. And he was saying like how everybody deserves to be fed. And that was something that he had learned from his guru in India. And it was just everything connected into this whole thing around food and being fed, and I guess being nourished too, and how it's a something that we all deserve, and
it's a basic need.
It's a basic need.
And so for somebody to be without that basic need,
and
you can do something about it.
And it's everybody, and it's not only like people that are less fortunate, because that's what he was saying too. Right. It was like even just a random person on the road that want to be food. It's something that wants to eat food. And I just said want to be food, and I just thought about Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Oh my God, I love that movie. My little brother would say no you don't, because I probably used to be like turn that off. Nobody want to watch Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs for the 14th time. But I love that movie. That movie has something, I don't know, I really like that, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I might rewatch that. I was about to say I love that movie. But so that's probably what I would want to give right now, kind of more in a food space, maybe make meals, I've been into that right now. That's been floating around in my mind.
So if anybody want to partner up with her or team up with her on that project, feel free.
Yeah, because we can do that here too.
Right. Right. We don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to wait till December. You can look around wherever you are at any time and make things happen. Yeah.
And then I guess on giving in general, like whenever this is funny, like, because I just thought about food and so many things just went across my mind. When I used to work at Chick-fil-A, when I was in high school, and I was like in the front of house, so like I was on the cash register, drink, stuff like that. And then sometimes I'd be outside, taking people's orders from their cars or whatever in the drive-thru, and I would make a challenge for myself. Like some days it would just cross my mind, and I would make a challenge for myself that every person who came across me, and if I got to see a lot about myself by the people that I felt more comfortable with, the people I didn't feel comfortable with, or like where I withheld, where I gave really freely. But I would just give myself an assignment for this day. When I'm on a drive-thru, I'm gonna give everybody, every car that comes through, I'm gonna give them a compliment. And it would be genuine stuff. Like I wouldn't just make up compliments and just start, how I'm not just saying it to say it, but I would just, in every person, I'm like, man, let me see if it's, if there's something I could compliment. So if it was somebody came through and I thought that their nails were cute, or their earrings were cute, or I just really like that outfit, or you have a really nice car, or if they had a nice smell, or just, it was just like a little personal, little mini challenge for me with myself of like, oh wow. And it was so great, and it was so fun. And even right now, like whenever I see people, I try my best, especially if I'm in that mode. Like I try my best. I always give people compliments, and I think that was a space in my life that trained me for that, because I just took it on as like a personal challenge, and then it just became this whole thing. So if I see somebody and I think that their outfit is cute or their whatever, and I think it's so interesting how like some people like the reactions to it as well, because sometimes I'll just come up to somebody and say it very matter-of-factly, like it'll just be like this, and I keep moving, I'm not saying it as any kind of whatever. So I just thought about that, giving. Yeah. And it's like, it doesn't have to really be like these material things.
So many ways to give.
Yeah.
Even when you walk outside, to give thanks to the earth.
Yeah.
To give thanks to, the trash that's sitting in your neighborhood, because it collects up all the trash, and it give you a place to be able to put things. Sharing and giving is so, seems like it's a necessary part of human livelihood. After connection, because connection is actually an exchange. So I found that people who are in depression or anxiety, that if they give themselves an opportunity to share with somebody else, it automatically begins to reduce itself.
Yeah.
Because when you are only invested in yourself, then you only see them from those lenses. But when you interact with somebody else and you share a piece of you with somebody else, you get to see your interactions through their response, their reactions, how they incorporate you into their experience. Yeah. And we all can use a little bit more love in this whole journey called life, and we can share a little more love. Yeah. And sometimes a lot more love.
A lot more love,
And sometimes a lot more just genuine compliments, or, hey, how are you? What's going on with you today?
And a lot of times it's just a thought that crosses your mind. Like, how often do you see somebody and you're like, oh, that is so cute, or this is this, but then we might hold back on saying it, or like, I don't know that person, or for whatever reason, or they far away. I go somebody so far away, I'm like, I like your skirt. That is so cute. It really be the fits for me. I'm like, man, I admire it.
If I see somebody with a genuine smile, oh, man, I'll be like, oh, your smile is so radiating, right? And it's so wonderful, because they always wind up telling you a story about what's going on with them and why they feel so happy in this now. Or even if you see somebody who's not so happy, you say, wow, I see you. Mm-hmm. Just wishing you a blessed day. Yeah. Sometimes people just need to hear that. Yep. I know I need to hear it.
Yep,
sometimes
exactly.
when that random act of sharing be poured on me, it always takes me
as a surprise. I love it. I'm like, oh my God, thank you.
I was walking to work one day, and I was really like, I probably told this story before. I feel like I told it before, but I was really like, oh man, I was feeling good, but I was in my head, I was in my zone. And as I was walking, I got close to the street. It's like somebody pulled their window down and hollered, Rukama, I love you. And I was like, oh my, that was very random, and it made me smile and holler back, I love you too, So just sharing about ourselves. Yeah,
it's so important,
so relevant,
so necessary, and I think like from a genuine place in every single one of our hearts, I think it comes so naturally.
It does, but we hold back.
Like and I often find like in the spaces, because I'm aware of it now too, because I do it as natural and also sometimes as a practice. And so it's always interesting, you know, the people or the places that I find myself more hesitant or like holding back, or maybe I had a thought, but I won't say it, and how it presses up against my own beliefs and my own perceptions of myself. And, you know, you don't want to be perceived in a certain way, or maybe this is not.
It always takes me back to A Course in Miracles, because it keeps it so simple.
Yeah.
A Course in Miracles just says 2 emotions is either love or fear. So when it's pressing against me and I'm not willing to share it, because what I know is what I share.
Yeah.
And when I'm not willing to share it, do I really know it?
Do I really know it? Wow.
What stopped me?
What's stopping me? And also, like, imploring the belief of, like, what can this do to me? What power am I giving this interaction or this thing or this person, that something that I naturally do freely, I'm somehow unable to do, or unwilling to do even. It's just interesting.
And what you're willing to share on what levels.
Yeah.
Because, like, this week I have a client, and I don't have to involve myself with nobody other than my clients, but he kept telling me a story about his mom. And I just wanted to meet this mom, and I wanted to meet her mother to mother.
Yeah.
I didn't want to meet her based on his description of who she was. And it wound up being such a beautiful exchange, such a healing moment. Like, it was almost like this was a spark that was created a long time ago, and now it's coming into existence. And you just never know, wherever you are, if you extend yourself a little bit more, and sometimes a lot more, what that's going to create. Because I would want another mother to come and help me if it was something that she could help me with, that she noticed that is going on in my relationship with my child.
Yeah.
Because even if times are hard and you don't really have the tools, innately, most mothers love their children.
Yeah.
And they're giving them the best that they have with the skill set that they have. So if you have a skill set that you can share with me, that you holding back on, then you holding me back. Or if I have a skill set that I can offer you, I'm holding you back. And actually, what give us the right to hold somebody back when we can actually just breathe them a little bit further? Because it just, if you allow yourself to be like the wind, basically we're on a journey and we just winding people either forward or backwards. So in your connection, in your experience with other people, what are you doing? Are you blowing them forward like a leaf, and they're able to be lighter just because they was in your presence and they're able to float on, continue on their day with no expectations? I don't care if you remember what I did or didn't do. People walk up to me all the time and tell me some experience that happened, and I'm sitting there like, what? When did that happen?
Yeah.
You know. And I'm clueless about it because I don't have no attachment to it for myself. I'm not doing it like, let me see today how many people I can actually help, and they're going to need something from me, and I'm gonna store it in this book.
Yeah, and it's like, memory, and next time I see them, I'm like, I remember that one time I helped them. And
It's literally being in the present moment, because just as I may experience a moment of me helping them, they helped me. Yeah. So for me, even if I remembered it, it's going to be a memory of, oh my God, when she walked into my life, it was something so huge that she gave me, that when she started telling me about what I gave her, I'd be like, what? I did? How did that happen? As random as it is, when if I called me back to tell me about, y'all, random? Yeah. You want to hear random? I did 40 days. Did I do this on the last episode? I don't know, but I did 40 days of abundance. And I told y'all I had started this affirmation that I used to read that was placed in my my kitchen, and it actually made me go back and look for it because I couldn't remember the author, and I did a deep dive on Thomas Thorwald, and wow, it's just so beautiful, the things that were placed in my pathway that I didn't even know who these people were. I didn't have a clue. But now that I'm going back to school, it's about, oh my God, that's such and such. Give people their credit, give people their marks. I knew this when I went to school, and I always give people their credit for what they do. But it's more single-file for me now. Like, he touched my life in such a huge way that I copied him and placed him actually over my sink when I wash dishes. I wash dishes every day because I don't use plasticware, and I have a whole setup inside of myself that part of being a family and part of being a home is that you wash dishes, you touch the glass, you let the water run through your hands, and you just have, that was part of my rules for being in the home. I never wanted to start serving my children on plastic plates and then throw them in the trash. And even today, my children are big, I still have that inside of me. I'm going to drink out of a glass, I'm going to wash the glass, and I'm going to have that few moments with the water. Oh, man, I touched so many things this week. Anyway, because I touched Emoti's water experiment, and that was just another thing. When you actually immerse yourself in the presence of water, what's remembered in that water? What kind of shapes, if they put it under the microscope in your house, would it be? How do you speak to your water? But take it out of the external part, and what about the 70% water that's inside of you?
Yeah.
All right. I feel like I'm rambling.
Well, this is a random conversation.
I hope y'all enjoying it, because today we just decided we was going to go with thoughts we usually have with ourselves. You want to pull out another card, or you want me to ask you something?
We can pull out a card.
You're so beautiful.
Thank
and
you,
I just love you.
Oh, my God. And you are so beautiful, and I just love you. How about that? All right. You want to go first? I can go first.
You go first.
What do you think my superpower is?
Ooh. Genuinely caring. I think you genuinely care about people, places, and experiences. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to, because I kind of know a superpower for each of my children that I automatically know. Like if you ask me, it can come off like this. So that was a new one that got placed there for you.
Oh wow!
Right.
And I do genuinely care.
Yeah. Okay. How would you describe me to a stranger?
How would I describe you to a stranger? I would say that you are my Ima, that you're my mom, and I love you so much, and that you are a big, bright light. And that you are loving and caring and thoughtful and creative and a go-getter, top-notch at everything you do. And I think you are just a testimony to the life and going with the flow of life and for change and transformation and just being and existing and just living and just, yeah.
Wow.
That would be my description.
Thank you. Ask somebody these questions.
Yeah.
Let's switch for a second. Oh, you picked two. Okay.
All right.
This is cool. I'm going to do a both.
Okay.
What do you think my superpower is?
I think your superpower is creation. Like taking thoughts and metabolizing them into action. I think that's like when you're like, that's a superpower.
That's cool. Okay, and
oh, how would you describe me to a stranger, or you want to ask
how would I describe you to a stranger?
Yeah, how would you describe me to a stranger?
First, I'll smile. That would be my first instinct. And I would say that this is my daughter, and more than just being my daughter, she's a light in the world, a testimony of resilience, a natural teacher and healer, and she's a transformer because you have transformed so many aspects of life that you had hidden and tucked and couldn't express or didn't have the room to breathe through. And step by step, moment by moment, sometimes year by year, I watch you transform the untransformable. And for the things that they said you couldn't do, you definitely did it.
Hey.
And are doing it and will continue to do it.
Hey.
Now I do want to ask you the next question, which is always you and I's go-to, based on what you learned about me. What book would you recommend I read?
What book would I recommend you read? What book would I recommend you read that you haven't already read? That's like, let's think. Oh, I don't know if you've read it through, but this is a book that I recommend that everybody reads, but I'll definitely recommend that you read it like front to back, and it's The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel. Paulo Miguel. Yeah, of the Four Agreements. It's such a good book. The Mastery of Love and The Mastery of Self. But The Mastery of Love is like one of my favorite. Like, it's like a book that you can just literally open it up on a random page and get such a big message. And it's so simple. It's so simple, but it's like,
what a great reminder. I'll read it.
Yeah, and I have it here, and I love it.
And I'm going to read it because page 144.
44.
Page 44 is the last reading that we had to Kankania. And this week I actually wrote her a poem about teaching me truly what unconditional love look like and what it feel like and to know the difference.
Yeah.
So definitely.
Yeah, and again, like, and because of that, I think it also have another kind of significance in my mind of like just the whole book and the message of it. I think it's a wonderful book. I think it's a book that everybody should read.
Boss lady.
Heck yeah.
I love you, Kankania, in any form that you might be in, wherever you are. If you can feel us, hear us, I know you can, because energy never dies, it transforms. So thank you for the gift of you. Thank you for the gift of what you allowed me to witness as you was at the end stage. Which is, it's so
and gave so much.
Yeah, she gave something to me that was so huge. And it was the sparkle in her eyes that told me what love is. Mm-hmm. Whenever I walked through the door, her eyes, it's not something you can fake.
Yeah.
They just lit up. And of course I had experienced that before, but I don't think that I had ever experienced it on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Twice a week, once a week, 3 times a week. It was like no matter when I came. And that's just such a huge gift. Kankania.
Yeah.
She, the teacher, came here to teach us.
And so inspiring for this podcast, for my book, for just
getting out the way.
Yeah.
And living a lot louder.
Yeah, exactly.
Freer. Anything that you thought that you was holding on to, Kanki mode is for real. And it's really a great inspiration.
Yeah. And a reminder, to let go and to feel and to allow yourself, to feel at your full capacity. So yeah. And then based on what you learned about me, what book would you recommend that I read? Would you recommend that I read?
I would recommend that you read the book of Habakkuk in the Bible.
Okay.
Because it's all about he was having a hard time, and he didn't, not that you're having a hard time right now, but he didn't know where to land. And the messages that he had about write it down and it'll go before you. and that there's a presence that is always traveling ahead of you, and you will be where you are meant to be. And just to always know that, to seal that in. So the book of Habakkuk.
All right, and I'll definitely read it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Y'all. So that was episode 17 of The Time Is Now, a random conversation with your hosts, Batia and Rukama Goldson. We hope you enjoyed.
Share us with your family and friends, and we hope to become a household favorite. We have 3 more episodes because we gave ourselves a target for season 1 to have 20 episodes. So tap in, and we hope you enjoyed this. We hope this brought something. One love.
One love.
One love.